Okay, hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is MOHAMAD AMIRUL RIDDUAN. My matric number is 10DKA19F1079. Okay, for the video today is for subject DUE 50032 for English Communicative 3. Okay, this subject is lecture by Madam Malani, anak perempuan Ciberaju. I hope I'll say it correct. Okay, so for the topic of the day, we're gonna talk about graph and chart presentation. I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, before we start, we should know the lesson target. Okay, based on the slide, at the end of the lesson, students should be able to first display the prepared data in suitable graphic form. Second, clarify the trend, movement and distribution pattern in graph and chart using appropriate lexical item. Okay, back to number 1. After the lesson, students should know how to prepare the data in a suitable graphic form. And the second is student should able to analysis the data in the graph and about all the movement and the pattern in a very well. Okay, now we are talking about what you should have in your visual aid. Okay, basically it only have 4 steps. The first one, you have to include the name of presenter and the lecture, such as hello, my name is MOHAMAD AMIRUL RIDDUAN and my lecture is Madam Malani. The second is intro. Intro is about what you are going to talking about. And the third is analysis. Of course, you need to analyze the graph and the chart. And the last one is a conclusion. You have to tell about what you have learned today. Okay. Okay. For the next page is we gonna talk about how to present your finding. As you can see in the slide, we only have 3. First is introduction, second is body, and the third is conclusion. I will explain all of them in the next slide. Okay, right now we are going to discuss about analysis the graph. Okay, first of all, we should know about the title. Okay, from this class, the title is Student Respond on Successfully of Sport Facilities at POO in 2050 and 2050. Okay, the second is legend. Okay, on the graph, we can see there are 2 types of legend. First one is the green. The green is show us on the 2015, and the purple one will show the 2050. Okay, and after that we have to make sure the label. Okay, we can look at the x-axis and y-axis. For the x-axis is for student response and y-axis is number of students. Okay, we're gonna move to the next. Okay, now we can see the introduction. Okay, based on the graph, the bar graph show the student respond on the sufficiency of sport facility at PUO in 2050 and 2030. Okay, the vertical axis represent the number of students and the horizontal axis represent the student degree of response. They are, example, they are strongly disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree. Okay. For your information, for the body we have 4 types of method. Right now we are talking about first method, using data method. Okay, based on the number of response, it can be seen that in 2015, most of the respondents disagree that sport facility were sufficient. 5 out of the 13 students strongly disagree, while another 50 disagree that the sport facility was sufficient. However, 5 out of the students believe that the sport facility at PUO were adequate enough, with 3 of them agree, while another 2 strongly agree, and the remaining 5 students choose to be neutral. Okay, now we are moved to another method. The next method is comparison method. Okay, the number of respondents who strongly disagree the sport facility was sufficient in 2020 was higher by 2 than who disagree. On the other hand, the number of respondents who agree that the sport facility at PUO were adequate in 2050 were higher by 3 than those who strongly disagree. Okay, the next method is a fraction method. In the 2015, exactly half of the respondents disagree, while percentages of teens agree that PUO provide sufficient sport facility for students. Okay, for the note, you can see 15 out of 13 is mean half, or 15%. 3 out of 13 student is mean 10%. Okay, for now we are talking the last method, trend and movement method. The number of respondents who were not of the opinion strongly disagree and disagree that sport facility was sufficient in 2015 decreased slightly from 20 to 18 in 2020. Meanwhile, the number of respondents who were on the opinion strongly agree that the sport facility at PUO were adequate in 2015 increased by 4 in 2020. Okay, now we are talking about conclusion. Based on the graph, it can be concluded that majority of the students felt that the sport facility at PUO were insufficient in both 2015 and 2020. Note, we can see that in both years we have more students who strongly disagree on the sufficient of sport facility than those who agree and strongly agree. Okay, now you can see on the slide useful language expression. Okay, it is important you to put in your presentation this word to improve your communication language. Okay, for the example, we have in introduction. You can use this graph show the and you put the data, or the chart illustrate the also the data, or you can use this legend refer to in your introduction, so it can make your introduction be more powerful and energetic. Okay, now we are talking about analysis data. For the analysis data, you can put the data is the highest, the lowest, the most, the less, the present number of, or anything to make comparison your data. Okay, you also can use the difference between, or if the data is similar, you can tell the similarity of between. And for the conclusion, you can start your conclusion with to include, or just I am happy, I am regret to announce that, or you just can begin your conclusion with we hope, we predict, or we forecast that. I hope this tip can help you to improve your presentation skill. Okay, now we are talking about the extra tip. I think all of you should know this tip. First of all, when you are presentation, you should make eye contact with your audience. It can make you more confident and the audience feel like more comfortable and focus on your eyes. Okay, the second is posture. Posture is you have to always you have to always focus your posture to look amazing and more spiritual. Okay, and the third and I think is the most important is to keep calm. I know sometimes when we are presentation we feel like nervous, scared, anything, and it can make our presentation be mess with our presentation. And the last tip is operative getters. I know I also doing some mistakes such as always touching my nose or anything. If you can avoid it, it can be better. Okay, now I think that's all for me. Thank you, madam, and all of you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy the video. I am sorry if there are anything less than in my presentation, and to be honest, I hate to admit it. I'm making this video because I missed the Madam Marani class last week. So this is our punishment, and it's okay. I take all the blame. I doing mistake, but it is one way of to improve my discipline, I think. Okay, if there are nothing left, that's all for me. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.